the other reason or the other excuse sometimes that people give is for not being able to work in this way with people is that they say they don't have enough staff. That actually this sort of working needs one-to-one staff. And we do know that actually people receive very little contact from staff. Research tells us that they actually receive very little time. Something around 8 minutes in every hour they receive contact from staff in the environment. And of that, only about 2% of that would be actual help to take part in activity or to do things. So people think that staffing is an issue, that there's not enough of them to go around everybody. But actually we know from a recent study that we don't need more staff to be able to do active support. We just need staff to be doing the right things with people, to be able to plan and to work out how to support people and to be using the right ways. And it's perfectly possible to support more than one person at a time. And we're going to look at some clips that illustrate staff supporting more than one person at a time. The first clip shows us that member staff supporting 3 people who are cooking and are using the same kitchen space but coming in and out of that space.
Pass the sauce. Right on bottom, Robbie, behind your tea bags. Out the way. Yeah, come there, tip. Yeah. Put your juice in cupboard. Oh, good. Are you done? Sorry, Lisa. Get one out.
Yeah.
And I'll put the kettle on to boil.
Yeah.
Yeah? Now what else do you need? Sauce. Spaghetti. And oil, Lisa.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, keep stirring.
Right, yeah.
That's it. Okay.
Okay.
You're done for the time being then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you in a minute. Mix it round.
Oh, yeah. Although the people are very definitely preparing their own meals, the staff member is there holding it all together, making it run smoothly, making sure that when one person's pasta is cooked, for example, that they come back in to do the next bit of it. And people are cooking their own meals, what they want, but sharing that space.
And what's great is you see the staff member, I mean, she's supporting 3 very different people and she has to do that in very different ways.
Yeah.
And she's able to kind of change her support as she's working with each person. And that can be quite a quick change. She can go from supporting Rob one way 1 minute and then to Lisa. But actually she's doing that all in a very, very kind of person-centred way and she's able to get it right for each person.
Yeah.
Now there's an art to that, but actually it's certainly possible to do.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes quite a lot of practice, doesn't it? And also planning. It needs you to think about and know the people well, so that you have an idea of what support they need for each of those types of activities. But as you say, it is an art, it's a skill to be able to change your support from one person to the next within the matter of a couple of seconds. Mm-hmm. It's a very natural example of active support. The other thing that's important around the issues of staffing is that there is actually some research that shows us that the more staff you have, sometimes the less support people actually get. And we find that sometimes staff tend to talk to each other rather than to the people that they support. And there's actually some research evidence that as you add staff, it reduces the amount of contact that people get from staff. And I think it's important to remember that, especially in the context of the more that you do for people, the less independent they are. And so we've got some nice examples of where there was a reduction in staff. Some of the people became more independent and were able to do more things for themselves because there wasn't always staff there to help them.